Back with another episode of Pottawattamie County Roots. I am Todd Studer, and we are still recording at Westfair 2026 . And we brought in Stacie Kinney, Executive Director of Western Iowa Development Association.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Been busy? Yeah.
Very busy. And I like this new setup that you
Yeah.
have.
What do you think? Should I just move permanently to Westfair?
No, because I love your studio.
You've been working on that passport. How's it been going?
It's going great. It's going great. In fact, we're at our halfway point. So
Halfway. Well, this is a good measuring point. To be able to take a look. How are things going? Do you need to make any adjustments? Is it just clipping along?
you know what? It is clipping along perfectly. In fact, we've had so many travelers. I know every time I get interviewed or talk to people, I'm like, fill out that QR code. So we know where you're traveling from. And we have over 50 people that have already done that. And we're not expecting most of our travelers to do it till the very end because there is like, hey, rate us, we're hoping for 5 stars all across the board though.
Yeah, that's one of the one of those things that are please give us a good rating here.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, so
It helps our small businesses too.
well, that's true.
And it helps us know, like, we've had a lot of people say, like, we want this to expand into other counties. So we're kind of working on that behind the scenes.
True story. I was on the WIDA website earlier this
Okay.
morning. WIDA.iowa.org, by the way. And I went over and I took a look at the membership page. Well, here's what I really liked. Number one, it's a lot bigger than it was last time I was on.
Oh, yes, it is.
And
Yes.
also, there was a lot of businesses in there that I'd never heard of.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that, to me, tells me that it's working.
Oh, it is working. It is. Yeah. And I think I'm coming up on my 3rd year in September that I've been the executive director for WIDA, and we had 11 businesses, and now I believe we're like a little over 60 and hoping to continue to grow.
When you took over, a few years ago, and there were just a lot of things, did it feel like a daunting task? Because to get it from 11 to over 60, there's a lot of work.
Oh, yes. It wasn't an overnight thing. Definitely not. In fact, we regained Neola, Walnut, and working on a Boca, shout out, and Underwood. So with that, I mean, people like to see you in those communities. They want to know who you are and see the value in you before they just sign up for something. And that's why our businesses have grown to, where they've grown to as well. I mean, we have 43 businesses right here in the passport, and I know it's going to grow, hopefully double next year.
Well, there's so many different pieces and so many elements to go into building a foundation and then building a structure that is an economy around Southwest Iowa and with a focus on Pottawattamie County. And why does such a huge part of it? Because in order for the economies in each community to be able, they need to be working together and need to be, because also bringing people in from other places. These towns don't have enough of a population to be able to support, multiple businesses just on their own.
Right.
It just isn't possible.
It's not possible. And that's why we came out with the WIDA Passport Program. Our slower months are, that Memorial Day through Labor Day. And so that's when the Passport Program runs. And we've seen an uptick in like 9% of sales in some of our small businesses that I asked to track it. So it is working, and we want people to put down that phone, get out and wander our small communities and see what's out there. Listen to these kids out here right now. I love hearing them.
When a family experiences loss, every detail matters. Hoy Kilnosky Funeral Home and Crematory provides compassionate guidance and personalized services designed to honor each life in a meaningful way. From traditional funerals and cremation services to pre-planning and grief resources, their experienced team is there to help lighten the burden. Hoy Kilnosky Funeral Home and Crematory in Council Bluffs. Learn more at hoyfuneral.com. Join the Jenny Edmondson Foundation Saturday, August 1st for the annual Spirit of Courage Celebrity Golf Tournament and Gala. Celebrate 4 remarkable cancer survivors while helping local patients facing the financial challenges of cancer treatment. The golf tournament is sold out, but gala tickets and select sponsorship opportunities are still available. 100% of the proceeds benefit the Cancer Center Charitable Patient Care Fund. Get details and reserve your gala tickets today at jehfoundation.org.
Well, and what you're talking about with putting down the phone means it's too easy to sit on your couch, hit some buttons, and have a brown box delivered to your door. Sometimes even on the same day. Look, I get that part of it, but you lose so much. If that's all that you do, communities suffer. We need a vibrant economy in each one of these small communities going on, because you don't want everybody consolidated in one place.
Correct.
That's not what living in the Midwest and living in China.
Absolutely. In our small communities, I'm a huge fan of an advocate for them, because they are the heartbeat. They keep the funds in the communities and keep it vibrant and moving forward.
And there's so many great stories. I don't know if you noticed, a couple of days ago, I did a story.
I love that.
And I did a lot of research into this because there was many things that I didn't know. Everything that went into turning Walnut into so many different people, so many different people involved. People with the foresight to say, okay, we need to make some changes, changing street names, everything that was that they did, maintaining the history to bring people in from all over the country.
And that's our hugest draw through the year is their Father's Day antique ball.
And that's a huge thing. And these other communities too, that you take a look at, whether it be
Yeah, I know. And I was just
or
the Underwood Parade. I mean, they brought in, I believe, a marching band from Minnesota that marched in the parade, which is so cool. I mean,
to Underwood.
yeah.
Think about that. This is what is happening here in Boston Hall. And they're seeing revitalization and re-energizing of these houses. And you and I are both old enough to remember when Walmart was doing their thing.
Oh, yeah.
And we saw
Crochet.
the decline of main streets everywhere.
Yes, we did.
And they saw it coming, but really couldn't do anything to stop it. And now it's all coming back.
It is coming back.
And it's not from, selling the order,
No, right.
in a convenience store or something. It's not that. It is that these communities needed to find some specialties. That's a great example of some of the shops.
Yeah, Be Restored is a great one. Frosty Neek, a bit of Iowa. I mean, the list goes on. Picker's Nest, Bear Trap, Rose has been there for a long time.
Well, and I think too that we can take a look at what Walnut did, and we can take a look at what is happening in Underwood and Neola. And to be honest with you, I'm going into some of the smaller towns close to us and later in the you're seeing the same thing.
Yes, you are. Yep.
They are, I don't know, redefining who they are is the way to explain it, but just revisiting who they are and saying, okay, we need to dive into this. Because that's what people want, and that's what makes a community grow. I don't think any of these communities want to turn into an almost.
They want to get recognized. I mean,
True, and they need to have. You need to have people moving in. You need to have folks from every age group as part of the population. All of them. I talked with a young man here earlier, and he was on the other show. He just graduated high school from Tri-City by the end, and he's going into the Air Force. And he's going to be there. And then his long-term plan is to come back and follow this down.
what?
He's mapped out the age of 18, mapped all of this out, and I told him that it's important for our area to have young people here.
And invite them back.
And coming back.
Yep, invite them back into the communities. I want to give a shout out to the Back 40 in Macedonia. I was in there the other day for lunch and took a carload of travelers, and the service was incredible. And Amy was back in the kitchen cooking and came out and, thanked us all for, you might get that in a bigger business, but not like knowing your names and faces and talking to you personally about like, hey, thanks for stopping in and bringing your passport and supporting local.
Across rural Pottawattamie County, strong communities grow from strong local relationships. Avela Bank is here for the families, farms, and small businesses that keep Southwest Iowa moving. From personal and business banking to agricultural loans for land, equipment, livestock, and operating needs, Avela offers solutions backed by local service. Connect with the Avela Bank team in Council Bluffs or visit avela.bank. Avela Bank, local people serving local needs. Member FDIC. What if your healthcare provider came to you? Me to You is an Iowa-based in-home primary care practice, bringing personalized medical care directly to your home. Especially helpful for people who have difficulty getting out, Me to You serves patients of all ages, from children through end-of-life care, from wellness visits and chronic disease management to preventative care and advanced care planning. That means less time traveling, less time in waiting rooms, and more time where it matters most. Learn more at me2you.care or call 641-843-8405.
That's something else that you get when you shop at these small convenience stores and shops. They're gonna remember you.
They are.
And one of our old friends in the programs, Jim Bush, with her shop in UT, it's one of the things that she talked about.
It's great.
She kind of there was an older gentleman that came in and said, I need some help finding something for my wife. And Jimmy said, all right, I'm ready to
It was probably Brian Shea. I was probably there.
But that is an example of the type of service that
It is.
you get in these smaller communities. And that's why it's important for people in the larger areas to go.
Yeah, get out of that comfort zone and travel the back roads.
It's
You'll be happy you did.
completely. And with all of the, that's why we call this show Pottawattamie County Roots, and spell it the way that we do.
Right?
And yes, I get that we say routes in the Midwest, but I say roots because I want to play on words. But it is about those roads and ranges. It is about, there's some beautiful
Well,
drives.
there's great, especially with, this weather today is fantastic. It's like, get out today. In Macedonia, I believe they're having a band tonight in Macedonia Green Space, which is so fun. And get out and listen to Outriders.
Yeah, that was a lot of these communities. I think there was a Grand Prix Iowa West Convention.
Yeah.
So a lot of these communities are able to have
Which is so
use.
Trainer just had like a green space jam last Thursday, and I was told over like 200 people showed up. And then Jarvis Meats has their grill going right there with pulled pork, and it's a free will donation. Tweets and Trainer had their lemonade and sweets available. So I could go on. I could be busy every single minute of my day, which I am, but even at that.
Well, and that's why I appreciate the work that you do. And I appreciate there's a mechanism behind all of it. And I got a chance to meet a lot of the board recently, and all of these folks have a passion for smaller communities.
Yes, they do.
Because they don't all live in a smaller community, but yet they still do understand
Yes, they do.
why it is.
Yeah, they're invested in it, that's for sure. And just to let everybody know, this passport runs through Labor Day. So like Todd said, we're at our halfway point, but you could pick them up at any of our participating 43 businesses in here. And it's about getting out into the communities. And also, Unleash Council Bluffs at the Visitors Bureau has them. Or call me, my number's in here. I'll meet you in one of the small businesses and hand deliver it to you.
Perfect. Well, I'm grateful that you took a little time to come over here.
I know, thank you.
Fair. Hopefully you can visit some of the food trucks and take a little bit.
All of them are like, yeah, I need a funnel cake.
Yeah, it's definitely your choice of burgers. I think just about everybody over there has a burger, but I love coming out here, and this is really about smaller communities.
You know what? And I feel really comfortable here. I might have me back in a couple days. I'll bring more conversation.
There we go. All right. Well, Stacie Kinney, Executive Director of WIDA with us. Get on out to the fair. It's going to be going on through Sunday. If you're interested in buying a really expensive apple pie, that's going to be Sunday night.
Oh,
We
nice.
really like the pie auction. That's a fundraiser for all the 4-H clubs. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, you get a couple of grandmothers going back and forth. Next thing you know, a pie is going to over $1,000. It's
Share the recipe.
all right. Well, thank you so much. Hey, do me a favor, hit like, follow, share, even subscribe. That's going to help the algorithm push this information out even farther, and we can get more people come to our area of the world because they're going to come get that passport from Stacie. So thank you so much. Also, we want to say thank you to Rude Awakening in Boca, one of our hometown sponsors. So when you stop in there and you see Bella and get a great cup of coffee, tell her that you heard about it right here on Pottawattamie County News. All right, my name is Todd Studer, and we'll see you next time.